The perfect fit. What does it mean to be a Sean Payton type of prospect? We'll offer up a few tailor-made players who will fit like a glove. Hello, welcome into the studio. I am Phil Milani alongside Sidney Jones and Eric Delilah. Perfect fit for the Broncos here in the third round. Who's a guy who's going to come in and just sort of be like that missing jigsaw puzzle? They'll just click right in and everything will work. Sidney, who's a guy you liked?
Phil, I'm going with Zach Harrison. He's an edge rusher out of Ohio State. You know, if you look at his stats from last season, he had 3.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 8 tackles for loss, and he's a really big dude. He's 6'6", 274 pounds, but he's also fast. He's really explosive, and he's a guy that's really grown each season that he's been at Ohio State, so I could see him having a lot of potential at the next level here. You talk about Sean Payton type of guys. I mean, if you look at who he brought in during free agency, Ben Powers, Mike McGlinchey, these big, tough, physical guys, so I think he fits that mold really well.
Yeah, a Sean Payton guy is a big, physical, tough kind of guy. So Zach Harrison fits that, and the Broncos could use an extra pass rusher. Eric, who's somebody that you think will fit perfectly? Kind of like that jacket.
Oh, Phil, thank you. When I think of Sean Payton and who's his perfect fit, his perfect player, I think of an Alvin Kamara, right, in New Orleans. And so, okay, who's a guy that can be like an Alvin Kamara? I look at Devon Achane out of Texas A&M. He's a guy that can really do it all. 4.3 speed. He scored touchdowns last year as a rusher, as a receiver, as a kick returner. Only player in the country to score a touchdown all 3 of those ways. 17 touchdowns over the last couple of years. First team All-SEC last season. And then, Phil, you really think about, do these guys show up in the biggest moments? Last year, A&M upset LSU. He had 215 yards, 16 broken tackles. I mean, that's really impressive. And another thing, his toughness. He had an injury late in the season, could have shut it down, just started preparing for the NFL. He rehabbed, made sure he was back for his teammates, said he owed it to his team. I really like that sort of mentality there. And only 2 fumbles. So that's a good thing, too, for the Broncos. Would fit in nicely, I think, with that speed. You have the physicality of Samaje Perine, Javonte Williams, to have the speed of a Devon Achane. I think that'd be perfect.
Yeah, Achane also my perfect fit, too.
Oh, sorry, Phil.
No, that means that we both know. We're synced up here. He's a track star. He ran indoor and outdoor at Texas A&M. Like you mentioned, that speedster, able to return kicks. I think that's something that he brings. And Sidney, you mentioned Sean Payton kind of guy. What does that mean? Well, when you look at the guys he drafted in New Orleans, Reggie Bush, a first-round pick, Mark Ingram, a first-round pick, and then Alvin Kamara, you mentioned. Alvin Kamara was pick number 67. Okay, how perfect is that? That is perfect. Okay, and I think that Devon Achane, he could be that guy who lasts that long. This is a deep running back class, and he could be around there at pick number 67, could be a perfect fit. So Devon Achane and Zach Harrison are perfect fits here for the Broncos. Sean Payton kind of guys. That's going to do it for us. For Eric Delilah and Sidney Jones, I'm Phil Milani.